Right, I think we're live. Always spend the first minute or so just adjusting settings a little bit. Yeah, that sounds good. Cool beans, we're live. Right. Oh man. Crazy week. Crazy week. Let's get her adjusted. Yeah, man. Um so yeah, if you're watching along, say hi in the chat. Let's get this going. We do these live streams every Saturday at 10 a.m. And we'll see how things go. Maybe I'll get my guitar out and we'll play some tunes. If you guys want me to play anything, then suggest something in the chat and we'll have a go at it. Um, just want to say first, I just saw the news about Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther star, died of colon cancer. So I'm a big fan of those Marvel movies that he's in. Plus, like his performance as James Brown was amazing. So rest in peace, my friend. Absolute legends we lost there. What a shame, man. But there you go. Yeah, man. Today I've got my first gig. It's in about a month, and I'm playing at the same place I played last month at the Winchester Gate in Salisbury, which is going to be real fun. And yeah, so just I'm kind of like deciding my set list. So maybe you guys can help me write my set list for today. So if you got any songs you think I should play, let me know in the chat, and maybe I'll add them onto the set. Um, as long as they're songs I know, you know. Um, yeah, so really pumped to be doing that. It's apparently going to be quite a full rammed garden full of people, so that's going to be cool. It's kind of like the last of the summer gigs because summer's kind of coming to a close. I guess you can kind of do back garden gigs in September, but she's starting it to late September, early October. It starts getting too cold to really do that, so that'll be a shame. But yeah, this week, man, been doing lots of recording, doing stuff here in the studio. I moved all my MLV strips over into the far corner so I could sort of clear out the entranceway. And I've got some speakers, some actual like mixing reference speakers, either sides of the computer desk. So that looks epic. So hopefully my mixes are just going to go whoop through the roof having those. That's the hope. And yeah, man, yeah, doing lots of recording. We did the podcast this week. Probably my favorite podcast we've done since our first one. This week was our 7th podcast. We only started at the beginning of July, but yeah, already at 7, and we took a week off. So yeah, we did our 7th podcast, and it was about the art of the set list. And that's yeah, today I'm sort of putting together a set for this afternoon. I got a 40-minute set to play, and 40 minutes I think adds up to about 10 songs, something like that. For me, an average half-hour set is kind of 7 songs bordering on 8. You can play like 7.5, so if you get 40, that's like 10 or so, I think. So I'm gonna go for a 10-song set later. So yeah, suggest some songs in the chat for me to play later, and maybe I'll even grab my guitar now and play through some of them as a warm up, morning warm up. There you go. My friend Craig got me this T-shirt for my birthday. Not sure if you can see it all. It's obviously a Star Wars T-shirt. So Star Wars and music, two of the biggest things to me. Joe Scotty. Thank you, bud. There we go. Welcome to the chat, Joe. How are you doing? How you doing? Literally everything is just themed. I've got this mug that my brother got me for I think my birthday or Christmas. It's one of these ones that you put tea in it and the dinosaur lights up. Um yeah, but I've put it through the dishwasher too many times so it doesn't light up as bright now. You're supposed to hand wash these kind of mugs, and I'm just a silly Billy, I guess. Joe, I'm always here, so I'm doing great. Great, cool, great. I'm happy to have you here, Joe. Uh, thank you for being a regular of the podcast. So yeah, if you're watching along in the vid, say hi in the chat. Um, and let's get this going. Let's get this going. Joe, I love the mug. How are you? Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm good. I obviously I mentioned kind of early at the start the whole thing about Chadwick Boseman, the actor, passing away this morning. I just really strange existential feeling when I woke up this morning that someone famous had died. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I sort of woke up and I thought George Lucas had died. I woke up and I thought it was like a dream, but I woke up and I was like, I have a strange feeling that like George Lucas has died. So I checked my phone and I saw Chadwick Boseman had died, and I was like, that's really strange. So a kind of a weird start to the day. Um, but an okay start. I've been doing intermittent fasting, Joe. So I've been, between, you know, 12 o'clock in the afternoon and 8 o'clock in the evening, I'm sort of eating in an 8 hour window and then not eating the other hours of the day. So it's a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky. And I'm having a rest day today because I've got a gig, so I need to get energy up. So I started off with some eggs and bacon, and now I'm having tea. So I haven't really been having tea in the mornings. I've been drinking water, which is it's good. You feel refreshed having water, but having a tea in the morning, there's just nothing beats it. Mm. Yeah, man. So yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Been doing lots of music stuff here. We've been recording a secret project that we're like me and my friend Rob are kind of like halfway into. Um, it's something we're going to be releasing on Bandcamp, hopefully before the end of the year. Yeah, yeah. So hopefully we're going to be able to put this thing out there that we've been working on. Um, yeah. Joe, coffee is always the best thing in the morning. Joe, I love coffee. I really love coffee, but I can't drink proper coffee anymore. I've got some problems with like my right leg. It's stupid. It's got two problems with my right leg. Number one, sort of like, um, because I stand funny on my right foot, like the sort of like my quadriceps and my right leg are all weak, and so I can't stand on the spot for too long, which is probably why I jump about stage so much, because just standing in the spot for too long would hurt. So I've got that, and then I had an accident last year. I fell over and like hurt my ankle, and bruised my Achilles. So yeah, I've got a dodgy leg and a dodgy ankle on my right leg, which is not great. And and whenever I drink coffee, it makes them worse. I don't really know how that works. But yeah, when I drink really nice, like good coffee, the proper stuff, the real stuff, my leg gets all funny and I hate it. And so I just stick to tea and cappuccino now, and that does me okay. I don't have any problems with them. Joe, yeah, said something else there. Yes, saw you'd been recording. Yeah, we've been recording. We were doing electric guitar this week, and I love playing the electric guitar. It's not like my favorite version of guitar. Acoustic's my favorite, but I love playing electric. So we were doing some of that. And I thought, oh, I've got all the parts in my head. We're just going to lay it out, and it'll be a nice, easy day. But I ended up tweaking some things to make the songs better and improve them. I'm really excited for you guys to hear this thing we've been working on, because it's sounding great. The recordings that we've got on here just sound awesome. The sound of the drums, the sound of the bass, everything. It's gonna be an absolute mega release when it comes out, but I don't want to say what it is yet. So I've been doing that, and then doing my Tuesday YouTube videos. We did a song this week called Before the Lockdown. So if you guys haven't heard Before the Lockdown yet, please go check that out on the channel with sort of like 81 hits. Please check out Before the Lockdown. It's a song I'm really, really proud of, and I feel like it's a song we can maybe all relate to right now. I basically wrote a song about things that I'd kind of missed, and how kind of took for granted certain things. And yeah, yeah. Cool. So yeah, please check out Before the Lockdown. Joe, please can you play it now? It's time to do the release show on here. Ha 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 ha. I won't play the release here. But I will. I can play you some songs. I can play you some songs. Why not? Grab the guitar. Oh, see, now I've got like the mixing speakers on either side of the desk. my guitars are pushed further in the corner. I used to be able to just go, "Whoop," grab it, put it back, but now it's further away. It's like, it's so sad. Um, anyway, let me just have another sip of tea first before I sing, Joe. Um, okay. This song's called Before the Lockdown, and there's a full band version of it up on the channel. It's a song I co-wrote with my friend Tom Riddler, who I've been making music with for 14 years now. Back when we were 15, 16, we were writing together. And as I moved home recently, we started writing. So we wrote this song as part of a socially distant jam back in June, and I finished it recently. So go check that out on the channel. Before the Lockdown, full band version. It's really good. And this is the acoustic version. Before the lockdown, I would play all these places, and I'd rock out on my guitar to each sea of faces. Before lockdown, I was a different me. Oh yeah. Before the lockdown, I would go to the movies, and I'd fall asleep in bad ones, and I'd grab ones that moved me. Before lockdown, I was a different me. Oh yeah. Any day now, any day now, I'll be free to do what makes me feel like me. And before the lockdown, I would go out with girls, and I would take them places here and around the world. Before the lockdown, I was a different me. Before the lockdown, oh, the possibilities. Oh yeah, take it away. This is what a guitar solo is. Before the lockdown, I would take for granted all the friends I've made and all the adventures I had. Before lockdown, oh, I was a different me. Yeah. Before the lockdown, I would drink with my friends, dine at the London Stone with start our weekends. Before the lockdown, oh, I was a different me. Was a different me. Was a different me. Back when I was free. There we go. Track one of the day. Oh. Hey. Right, we went down from 4 people to 1 during that. So there you go. It's nothing like music to drive people away. There you go. Yeah, really proud of that song, man. That boom. Yeah. Joe, you like that one? Awesome stuff. Thanks, man. Yeah, really proud of that one. That song was came at sort of the right time. I think that's the power of music, isn't it? You can like channel stuff into it and just work through stuff. You know, when I wrote that song before the lockdown, which I just played, you know, like I was going through a bluesy season during it all, and generally I've been okay, but every couple of weeks I've had a bit of a down moment where every day kind of just blurs into one. Um, but things are cool at the moment. I mean, this week I've done lots of stuff I wasn't able to do months ago. I mean, I've hung out with several friends. I've had people come to the studio. You know, I went to the cinema twice this week to see Tenet. So yeah, man, it's been a good time. Um, yeah, cool beans. Right. Mm, we got no one watching along currently, so I just go blah 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 during this point. Uh, um, cool beans. Yeah, man. Yeah, if you're watching along in the live chat, say hello. Oh, we got Rob watching along. What did you think of Tenet? Um, I thought Tenet was quite an experience, Rob. Yeah, like Tenet kind of blew my mind. It was have you seen it, Rob? I don't know if you've seen it yet, but I mean, I've seen it twice now. I saw it Wednesday, and then I saw it yesterday evening. And the first time I saw it, it kind of just it blew my mind because you see there's things in Tenet that you haven't seen on screen before. Um, it's just like action scenes where stuff is happening that, you're just like, whoa, it's like the scene in Inception where the building, folds in on itself, or like the I don't know, I'm trying to think the scene in Interstellar where he's like gone into the fourth dimension or whatever it is at the end and all that stuff. Like Nolan's great at showing you stuff that just blows your mind, but there's depth to it. They're not empty images. And like I think Tenet is kind of if Interstellar and Dunkirk had a child together. Dunkirk, what Nolan wanted to do there was like put you on a roller coaster ride, put you on an experience. It's not really about character. It's just about taking you through this experience. And then Interstellar is about like boggling your mind with crazy science fiction. And I kind of feel like Tenet is like the love child of those two ideas. Tenet is a roller coaster ride through crazy science fiction ideas that are just hard to sort of contemplate, and it's a complicated movie. I kind of understand it more after the second viewing. Like I'll say that my first viewing blew me away, and then second viewing didn't blow me away as much. I was seeing it later in the day. I was a bit tired, and it's quite like a heady film to watch. I don't feel like it's a good evening film. I feel like it's a good afternoon film. Like you can really dig into it, Um, so yeah, second time round, I was more watching it and understanding more of what I saw the first time round, but the first time round was powerful. And I think it'll be powerful for anyone who watches it, even people who don't completely get it. And I got Inception first time round, didn't boggle me. When I saw Interstellar, like, I still don't completely get what he was doing. Like either he did something really simple and I'm trying to make it more difficult in my mind, or he did something really complicated and I just don't get it still. I don't know. I walked out the cinema from Interstellar going, that was ahead of its time. And I still kind of hold to that. And I feel like Tenet again is like ahead of its time. It's a film that's really, again, not really about character. You don't really get to know John David Washington's character in the film. He's just the guy taking you through the story. You get to know the other characters a bit more, actually. He's kind of a James Bond kind of character, but in recent James Bonds, we've got to know him a bit more. And like the Bonds just has a general personality. The protagonist, um, John David Washington's character, I wouldn't say he has like a big personality, but Tenet was a great movie. And I'll say this about the music: Ludwig Göransson did a great score for Tenet. There's pieces of music that I don't know if they, are reverse them and are playing pieces backwards, but there's bits where music's coming at you and it sounds like it's been played backwards, and it's constantly throwing you. It's really a really creative movie. I've never seen anything like it. The closest thing I can compare it to is, as I said, sort of Interstellar merged with Dunkirk. So yeah, definitely go see Tenet, Rob. Yeah.